gorgeous souls. Welcome to Cosmo Muse Tarot, and this Wednesday we are doing a glow up reading. So where in the next week or so are you about to experience a glow up? And we are going to pick 3 piles to choose from the secret language of animals. Okay. That one. So we've got lizard, tuatura, dreaming, sight, knowledge, hidden gifts, sea turtle, beginnings, self-resilience, journey, and home. And I don't know what this animal is. Dugong, trust, grace, mystery, and humor. Okay, so feel into these 3 piles, the animals. You could also look at the numbers. We have 18, 7, and 6. If you are feeling called to more than one pile, that might just mean that you are coming into more than one glow up this week. So feel free to choose multiple piles. If you're not feeling any of them, maybe just wait a week and come back, and maybe you'll be coming closer to a glow up at that point. Okay, when you are ready, timestamps will be in the descriptions, and I will see you in your readings. Hello, beautiful pile 1. You guys picked the tuatara lizard with dreaming, knowledge, sight, and hidden gifts. So this particular deck, the secret language of animals, really focuses on endangered animals. And so they have really unique messages. So I'm going to read from the book about this particular lizard, and then we will do some tarot to kind of build off of what the theme of this glow up is, as is communicated by lizard for you. Okay, native to New Zealand, tuatara is the last surviving species of an ancient order of reptiles that, hold on one second. I just realized my mic is not plugged in. Oops. I apologize about that, but hopefully the sound will be better now. Okay, so native to New Zealand, the last surviving species of an ancient order of reptiles that lived along with dinosaurs 225 million years ago. Referred to as primitive and thought by many to be a living fossil. In truth, tuatara's pace of evolution is more advanced than any other animal, which is why it has survived for so long. Tuatara takes up to 35 years to reach maturity and can live beyond 100. They change color, can drop their tail when under threat, and shed both their spine and skin as they grow. Adult tuataras can go for an hour without breathing, allowing them to be totally still and silent, blending into the ancient rocky outcrops of their homeland. They are cold-blooded, but unlike most of the lizard family, prefer cooler weather to hot. Tuatara is born with a third eye with its own lens, cornea, and retina on top of its head. Though thought to give it heightened sensitivity to time of day and season. While this third eye is eventually covered over with scales, the 2 remaining have the ability to focus and turn independently. Each eye also has 3 eyelids, closing from the top, the bottom, and from the side, one of which is translucent so it can be closed without impeding tuatara's vision. They share the burrowed homes of seabirds who fly during the day when tuatara sleeps and nest at night while tuatara hunts, recalling a distant age and realm when lizards and birds may have shared one body as a dragon. Okay, so the message is sometimes as we journey through our normal busy lives, a whisper comes to call us from a place deep within. At first, it may be subtle, so quiet, in fact, that it could easily be missed among life's other pressures. But if we pause to listen, we will hear it like the distant rumble of a thundercloud within. This is the calling of our ancient inner knowing summoning us onto our path. Tuatara speaks to the ancient call of your spirit. Now is the time to awaken your dormant abilities and choose the path that honors the full expression of your unique gifts. The role you came here to play was decided long ago. A specific energy was greatly needed, and you chose to bring it. Listen to the part of you that is not bound by daily tasks, but is alight with the mission of fulfilling your deeper contracts with life. Sometimes making choices means giving up certain activities in order to make room for the greater dream to come through. Even if choosing one path requires letting go of another, know that there is no risk of losing yourself. When you make a true commitment to the one, you naturally include the all. Tuatara says, bask in the warmth of your ancient knowing, embrace your power to see all possibility and to choose the path that truly honors your soul. In doing so, you honor the soul of the world and all of life. There is no need to rush ahead, but when you connect with your own sense of inner knowing, when you claim your deepest gifts, you will know that you have no choice but to move forward into your unique calling in the world. I am one with the ancient knowing of my soul. I feel its calling in my body. I live its truth on my path. Wow, so this glow up for you in the next week or two is you really tapping into an inner knowing, claiming your deepest gifts, and kind of like moving into your unique calling in this life. That's really profound. Wow. And this will be coming out not too long after eclipse season. So maybe after the dust of eclipse season is settled, like that is allowing kind of these new directionals to come in. And with Aries eclipses really do help us to connect into our passion and our center. And you may be coming to this reading at a totally different time, but this is still valid. But from when this is published, yeah, it'll be about a week after the Aries eclipse. And so something may be becoming more clear and awakened around like your center, your passion, your authenticity, and your unique gifts, like really being connected to yourself. Okay, let's do some tarot to get a little more into this. We got Temperance. We've got 10 of Pentacles. And we've got Death. And then confirmation cards, 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So a little bit of insight maybe into what this unique calling is. Yeah, your inner knowing, and I've heard it said before that like your higher self or inner knowing isn't so different, and some people would incorporate them as like the same entity or coming from the same place. Your inner child is also from this place, and I feel like there's something about you getting into your inner knowing, maybe through your inner child, and that helping you to remember certain things that really felt core and important to you when you were young that maybe you kind of lost track of. And something about that is bringing in a new balance where you're able to really come into alignment with your inner knowing and your inner self and know exactly how to move certain inner knowings and connection to your inner world into your outer world to make them reflect each other a little better. And something about doing this will help you to kind of move from a tumultuous time into a little bit more material beauty in life. It could be financial beauty, or it could just be like you knowing what you love in terms of like what you're like, what gives you pleasure in life, what kinds of foods and textures and skills, and I'm thinking of more in the 3D realm with the pentacles here. But for many, it could be around finances. There's something here that's moving into much smoother waters. Things have maybe been tumultuous because maybe you had gotten off track from your unique, authentic core and like really lost sight of what kind of lights you up and what is sort of from a soul place versus, you know, just getting into life and expectations. And you know, it's so easy for us to kind of get off the rails of like what our soul wants us to do. And something about having been off the rails a little, at least in some area of your life, has created a little bit of a tumultuous situation, potentially in terms of how you feel finances moving in your life. It's like the flow of finances, being able to like have power to move finances and power to use finances in certain ways. But it's like getting back into your authenticity, your higher self, your inner child. All of these things can put you back on track with knowing how to connect to the flow of material in life. And yeah, huge transformation. So this glow up it's not just, you know, like sometimes a glow up can just be like something that comes in and it's pleasant for that week or when it happens. But sometimes, you know, it can be a little ephemeral, but sometimes they're big and profound. And this glow up is like it's a big change, you know, like it's a more profound, more permanent kind of transformation and change. And it's putting an end to a lot of anxiety. Potential even, you know, for some of you, some mental health disturbances even. But for others, like just, you know, some mental exhaustion. And that's what, when I said that felt very resonant for like the majority of people coming here, is like maybe there's some mental exhaustion, but you're reconnecting into your soul and your unique gifts and calling, into your inner self and your inner child, and it's like really going to transform things for you. Okay, to end, let's get you an Earth Alchemy card, see if it can shed any more light on this for you guys. I was hoping the cards would help this get more specific, but that's okay. I think it's probably just because things are a little different for each of you, but the main point here is that you're reconnecting with like your higher guidance, your unique skills and path and calling in life in some way, and it's really going to transform some mental health and some financial health. Okay, and then we have, oh, interesting. I use this deck often and I've never picked this card. That's fascinating. Mama Coco and Rhodonite, heart opening, heightened sensitivity, unifying, high on love. And yeah, this could indicate that you're starting to listen to your heart more too. And that would naturally connect you to your higher self. So definitely like heart opening. This feels like a softening. This feels like you really coming into like great self-acceptance, which gives you a new, like a breath of new air, to just follow the path that is yours and follow what your heart tells you. So beautiful. All right, good luck with this glow up. It's really, really profound, even though I couldn't specify exactly what the glow up for each of you is. We know where it's coming from. We know it's due to you connecting to your unique higher self, your heart, your inner child, your unique calling in this life, which is, massive, right? Okay, if this resonated, I always appreciate support with likes and shares and subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments. And I hope you guys have a beautiful glow up and a beautiful day wherever you are, and I will see you in future readings. Hello, my beautiful sea turtle pile. You guys picked this card, which is the 7th card, and it has beginnings, self-reliance, journey, and home. And I am literally going to read from the guidebook for this. It's a new deck I have, and I've been loving it. It's a really, really special deck. It's called The Secret Language of Animals, and it's based off of animals that are endangered. So the animal voices we need to hear the most. And so let's just read for sea turtle, and then we will do some tarot cards to kind of add on to whatever this message brings forward as kind of the theme of your glow up. So beginnings, self-reliance, journey, and home. Turtle is one of Earth's great grandfathers, evolving into form more than 2 million years ago, before mammals, birds, snakes, and even lizards. At home on land and in the water, turtles' patient way and steady, gentle strength enable it to outlive most other animals, including humans, with a lifespan often reaching 100 years or more. But turtles' journey does not have an easy beginning. For water turtles such as the great leatherback, when the tiny soft-shelled beings break from their egg in a hidden nest of sand, they and hundreds of their brothers and sisters must race for the water's edge to escape the pursuit of birds, lizards, and other predators. For those who reach the water, the journey to safety and survival has only just begun. It is thought that as few as 1 in 1,000 sea turtles make it to their first birthday. But most of those who do remain for many years to come, carrying the torch of their species. Most soar within the weightless realm of water for up to 25 years before returning to the same area once again to mate. And for the females, bring their great bodies back onto the land for the first time since birth and begin laying eggs of their own. Nomad of the ocean realm, one of turtle's great gifts is its shell, a home he is born with and can never be separated from. It's an intricate weaving of 60 different bones connected together. Most turtle shells are divided into 13 sections, honored by many indigenous cultures to symbolize the 13 phases of the moon each year. Okay, so the message of turtle is to simply begin. Great journeys are made with small steps and steady progress. Turtle wisdom recognizes that our first step into any adventure and endeavor may feel clumsy, dangerous, and scary, but when the moment comes to birth an idea, start a new friendship, or take your first steps down a path that call your heart, there is no substitute for simply answering the call. Begin. Follow the energy of the sun. Steady progress feels good. You need not hurry, but don't wait until the conditions are perfect. The act of beginning makes the conditions perfect. In the same way that a giant 1,700-pound sea turtle soars weightlessly in the sea of his belonging, you will find a sense of buoyancy rising within as you give yourself the gift of immersing in the energy of your calling. No matter how great the task may seem before you, no matter how tiny your first steps may appear, know that you are honored for that which you bring to the circle. You are part of a bigger story unfolding, and your dreams are connected to many others. Turtle teaches us endurance through peace, patience, and gentle perseverance. Turtle calls you to find your sense of home within your own being now, and to know that your journey through the world will always be supported. I am home within myself and in the world. I trust the call of my great spirit. When it comes, I hear it and I begin. Amazing. So there may be something, some kind of inspiration coming through to you in the next week or two that might feel daunting, that might feel sort of like, where do I start? And this is just saying, just start with the smallest thing, the first thing you think of. And it is the right timing. Like, don't continue to wait. Start now. And just by starting, you then create the conditions needed. And there also being something about needing to, or like coming, because this is a glow up, like coming into a greater sense of self-love and at home in yourself. And that in itself could be a boost and like a glow up in itself, and a boost to help you have that courage to start something. But yeah, saying something is coming through, in the next week or so, that it's sort of like, I think you'll know it when it hits, of like, that's something I'd like to start. That's something I really want to do. How do I start it? And it's just like, just jump in, just go. Okay, so let's do some tarot cards to get into this. Yeah, Ace of Swords, it's an idea. A message may be coming to you, or some sort of download or some sort of inspiration, but it's starting as like an idea. So an idea coming in, it's a new idea. Nine of Swords. Interesting. Ooh, got a whole bunch of cards fall. Two of Pentacles. Do this under here, the Chariot. That's the green light, the go, just go. The Sun, I like seeing that under the Nine of Swords. Okay, one more card. Oops, let's take the top. And Two of Cups under Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Oh, let me just drop these. Okay, goodness, I dropped it and I dropped it again, and I thought that it dropped face up the first time and it didn't, so I was going to put it back in, and then it dropped again and it did come face up. So we're going to use this as like a back of the deck energy, which is King of Wands. So something creative, something about coming into your personal power as well, your personal command. Starting as an idea, and there's a big green light saying yes, like listen to your gut here. But something, the Chariot also can indicate something's coming together. So maybe there's been already like pieces of an idea or like a concept, but something's becoming more clear and something's coming together about some kind of idea that will take you on a journey and is asking you to just begin. And I do, in saying that, like, it makes sense why the Nine of Swords has shown up after what I just said. Because I was sort of wondering, I wasn't sure how this plugged in yet, but now I get it after what just came out of my mouth. Where kind of tying back into this feeling, like the feeling I get is like maybe there have been conceptual thoughts or these things of like, I'd like to start something in this realm, but I don't know exactly what. That kind of feeling, it doesn't have to be exactly that, but something sort of like not having huge clarity about some kind of direction, and that's given you a lot of anxiety. Or like wanting, or maybe there is already something you've really been wanting to begin, and you're just like, I don't know how, and you've been stuck in your mind, but it's like your mind is clarifying. The sun is coming out, the way forward is becoming clear, and it's sort of like that green light is a green light to something specific that has a clear path, and it's just asking you to now, go, to move, to do something. And then we have Two of Pentacles and Two of Cups. And the way I am feeling these is just that like you are finding your balance. You're finding your inner and outer balance. You're finding your emotional balance, and you're finding your kind of tangible, pragmatic balance. You may be figuring out part of this glow up once something is becoming clear about what you're needing to initiate or begin, maybe part of where some anxiety has kept you from making moves or really feeling clear is like not having an idea of like how to balance this new thing in your life. Like maybe you already have a lot on your plate, and that's sort of been like why it's been hard for you to solidify a direction with some kind of idea or something creative or leadership wise that you've wanted to start. But something is happening where you're finally, it's like your heart is helping you to find the right flow and alignment of how to balance this into your day-to-day, how to make space for this, how to prioritize it, in what way to prioritize it, how to fit it in, where it fits in. That's what I feel like. There's maybe, I get this sense that for most of you, not everyone, but most of you, you have this, it's a little bit nebulous feeling, but like some sense of something you're wanting to do. But so just to reiterate, this glow up is like becoming very crystal clear, very direct. You're starting to see how you can fit it in, how you can prioritize it. You're feeling something about it come together. Your mind is clarifying, and your heart is just like creating that flow, that inspiration you need. So it's a really beautiful energy, and definitely one to jump on, to take advantage of, because it's something that if you do say yes to this idea and this beginning, because you do have a choice here, it's something that will take you on a really exciting journey. So step up to the plate, just do it. And I think you'll know when you feel that green light on and that clarity of what it's about. But that is definitely what's coming in for you guys. So that is your glow up reading this week. I hope it resonated. If so, I always appreciate support with likes, shares, and subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. And I wish you so much luck with this really, really beautiful glow up, something beginning and a journey, and homing yourself with it. So have a beautiful day wherever you are, and I will see you in future readings. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your glow up, something that will come in the next week or so that will feel like a refresh, that will make you feel more radiant. And you guys picked the dugong, trust, grace, mystery, humor. And I've never heard of this animal. It kind of feels walrusy to me, but not quite. So let's check it out. I'm going to be reading from the book for this. It's a really beautiful new deck that I got, and these animals are ones that are on the endangered list, so ones we really need to listen to right now. And I've found the messages really beautiful. So let's see what the theme of this glow up is through reading about dugong, trust, grace, mystery, humor. Dugongs, like dolphins and whales, are mammals who long ago adapted their form for life in the ocean. But unlike their, I can't pronounce this, cetacean counterparts, I don't know if that's correct pronunciation, dugongs' vegetarian grazing habits and gentle, slow-moving ways reflect a stronger link to their ancient days on land. Growing to lengths of 10 feet long, dugongs look similar to the walrus and has a fluked tail resembling that of a whale, but strangely its DNA links it more closely to the elephant. Wow, that's fascinating. Referred to as the beauty of the sea in Egypt, queen of the sea in Kenya, and Princess Dugong in Indonesia, Dugong's story brings the great mystery of feminine power into the emotional currents of the water realm. Thought to be the source of mermaid legends, early sailors sailors caught glimpses of dugongs swimming near the surface waters and believed them to be half human, half fish creatures, singing to their lonely spirits in the night. Though herds of several dugongs have been known to gather and journey together, dugong spends most of its time grazing quietly alone or in pairs. The female dugong lives for up to 70 years and only mates a few times in her life, spending 2 or more years in companionship and caring for her children. And the message: as an ancient bridge between the realms of land and sea, dugong honors the woven wisdom of your physical body and your heart. For dugong, the key to survival is not to fight or flee, not to chase or hunt, but to move with grace and ease, calling and allowing that which is needed to come to you. Dugong's message is to slow down, breathe deep, and take time to be. With dugong, more is achieved through less effort. Allow the feminine power within you to sing its song into the waters, summoning that which you require and desire most. Action may still be required, but first find your place in the moment and with an aim of doing from a higher state of being. With dugong, no matter how busy you seem to be, know that there is always time to do what is most important. Take time to honor those you love, celebrate the gift of children, and embrace your role in nurturing the spirit of those younger than you on the path. Rush nowhere, and you will find yourself everywhere you need to be just at the perfect time. Start by being right here now. I am present. I am calm. I trust the abundant flow of life that now brings to me all that I need and desire. With peace and gratitude, I share my gifts with others. Oh, I think this is so beautiful. This is definitely a glow up coming in of recognizing that maybe like you're trying to force certain things to happen and it's like going against certain currents, and starting to recognize that if you just allow yourself to be present to what is, you'll start to notice where the current you're supposed to be on and are in is just taking you, and how when you relax into that, things just naturally happen. Things just naturally come to you and you're brought to things, and it's just like life just flows more easily, more beautifully, more compassionately, more pleasurably. I love it. And so yeah, I feel those keywords. I didn't really tune into like repeating them in the last 2 piles, but they just stick out to me as so beautiful: trust, grace, mystery, and humor. And I do think that you do have to have a sense of humor sometimes to kind of surrender into the flow of things, because that does sometimes require kind of putting a certain willfulness aside and being open to that great mystery and being surprised sometimes by what does happen, by where you are taken or what does come to you. And like the humor to me is like an amazement humor. Like, this is all I just had to relax and let things happen. Like, oh my gosh, if I didn't have humor about it, I'd maybe like be so depressed that I've wasted so much time now that I understand this energy. But yeah, I feel this glow up coming in as it's something this feels something like new clicking in for you. Like, it's not a way of being that I think you have been tapped into for at least some time. And it's just like, wow, life is beautiful if you just kind of trust it to unfold. If you trust it to take, and it's not saying that you can't have self-determination and your own goals. Sure, have those, but then also pay attention to what life's trying to show you and where life's trying to take you, and putting intentions out there and just seeing what comes back instead of like trying to force things, right? Allowing life to be a little bit more of a mystery and graceful and interesting and so I don't know why, because it's not a word on here, but something about surprising. And so that feels important to this glow up, like life feeling surprising suddenly. Like, I just had to relax, and this is what happened. This is what came. This is amazing. Okay, so we have the Emperor in reverse. Makes so much sense. Like, stop trying to force the Fool. So this is a totally new start, whatever it is that, like, an Ace of Wands. So we have Fool and Ace. So new beginning, new impulse, new creativity, new passion. And I feel like these things come to you, like you're attracting these in. It's like you're not doing anything, you're being you, and you're noticing the current of life and flowing with it. And through that, like, really beautiful new things start to come to you. And you're putting to bed this need to kind of force things to happen the way you think they're supposed to happen. This is kind of like letting go a little bit of the masculine side of life. The reaching, the striving, the structuring, the logicking, the strategizing, and allowing kind of the mystery and the currents and the seductiveness of that energy to be magnetic and bring new beginnings. Something is new here. And I do feel like this energy in general is a little new to you, at least renewed, if not totally new. But it feels like it's bringing a new opportunity or new initiation of some sort as well. Okay, but let's get some confirmation cards and we'll see. Look at this, another ace. I don't know if I've ever had a reading with a Fool and two aces. Yeah, and with the frog, I know this is the Ace of Pentacles, but the frog is sticking out to me here. Something renewed, refreshed. Let life come to you. And I feel there's like currents here. These feel like currents, just like, and look at the frog. It's just being, it's just present. Just be present, ground yourself. And that's what the Pentacles is about. Ground yourself in presence, in this new presence. It's a new way of grounding yourself. It's being more open, being more fluid, being more aware of what the universe is asking and where it's taking you and flowing with it. And that new way of being grounded is bringing new opportunities, bringing you to new opportunities and new opportunities to you. And then we have Queen of Swords. You're going to know exactly what to do with the new impulse that comes. Like intellectually, you're going to know exactly like the elegant way to initiate and step into this new thing. And Judgment. Oh, that's, to me, the reason this new beginning or this glow up is coming is you've been through a whole curriculum around this and it's really clicking in. Maybe you've been working really hard to understand the feminine, and maybe you've had moments where you're like, I'm in the feminine, I get it. And then like something happens and you're like, the feminine isn't working for me the way that I thought it would. But like something's now, it's like you've been through a massive curriculum and you're graduating and it's like clicking. I get the feminine. I get it. I know how to just be present, how to be aware of the currents in life, be open, let things flow, let things come to me. Yeah, you're really graduating into this. So it's a really massive glow up. This isn't just an ephemeral here this week. That was great. This is like, no, you're really getting how to be in your feminine energy and the benefits of that, what that can do for you and what it brings you. And yeah, I feel like just for the time being, in order to balance your energy, you're needing to kind of turn off the yang in you, the masculine. Just for a time, not forever, but it's like now that I understand how to be in this beautiful, more easeful, more pleasurable energy, I kind of want to like experience it. And that means for me to feel balanced and to come into balance, I need to turn that masculine side in me off. We all have a feminine and masculine side. Turning that masculine side off for a moment. And then when I feel balanced and stable in this feminine, then I can kind of turn that back on and equalize them and balance them how they're supposed to be. But there's something, it's like really just indulging in the feminine flow, attraction, pleasure. Really gorgeous. Okay, to end this, let's get an Earth Alchemy card. Just a little extra something about this glow up. This one wants to come out. Oh, this is one of my favorite. Ethiopian Opal, Fertile Ground, Pegasus, Unicorn Energy, Rainbow Child. And it just feels like something's taking flight here for you. And fertility is the feminine, like life feeling fertile and flowing and creative and yeah, just fertile ground. And we see that makes this, to me, points out this Ace of Pentacles, how I was feeling the frog being like this new way of knowing how to ground yourself. And that new way of grounding yourself is bringing more fertility into your life too. In general, fertility meaning like beautiful conditions for creation. Also, any kind of creative, input and output conditions are right for initiation. Things are fertile. Because you're understanding how to be in the feminine more. Okay, I hope this resonated. If so, I always appreciate support with likes, shares, and subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. And just being here in itself is something that I feel as very supportive too, so thank you for that. I love doing these, so thank you for letting me read for you, and I'm wishing you a beautiful glow up. I really, really love this one, and a beautiful day wherever you are, and I will see you in future readings.